It's a mini car. You can build it. I'll show you how, but I'll also show you how to build a truck and a jalopy. So stay tuned. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares. Okay, and 6 of them are a solid color, either orange, teal, or green, and the rest are either black or white. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to start with the squares, and I'm going to do the bottom, and I'm going to put on together 4, 5 actually, a chain of 5. And now remember, this is going to be the sides here. So we're going to put in the trigons here. And now the thing you have to remember is this. The trigon that goes here and here and here and here are all going to be the trigons where the axle goes through. This is a really important thing to know because this is the axle right here, okay? And the axle is got keys on it. It's got little keys. Okay, little keys. And the keys go into the trigon like this. You see there's a little hole in the trigon. There's a little notch there. There's a little notch. And the key goes in the notch in the hole. So that way it can spin freely and it can leave through that key. You can't force it through without going to the key. And that means you have to line up the 2 keyholes. So I have a keyhole here that's going on top here. See, it's right on top. And the other side, I have to make that one go so it's also on top. Then they line up. Okay, they're lined up just perfectly. So I'll do that over here too. It's nice just to remember like you did it one way, like I just did it going up. Okay, so here we go. So it's going up. So they're both lined up. Then you can finish putting on the rest of the trigons. So the way it goes is this. After you do the 2 wheel parts here, you can just make a hexagon. Okay, a hexagon is a 6-sided figure. So you're taking 6 trigons and you're making a hexagon. And this doesn't matter where the trigons line up because you're not putting an axle through this part right here. So I'm going to put this one here for now. And I'll put another one here. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to take and you're going to put the hexagon here like that and go ahead and snap it into place. Like that. And you're going to put this one in here like this. Presto. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Now, this should snap right up, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this white one here and this white one here. And I'm going to go ahead and even put another blue one here. This blue one is actually the top of the mini car. That's going to be the top right here. And these are going to be like the white windshields. This is the front and back of the car. Actually, it's pretty symmetrical, so it doesn't matter. So then I'm going to go ahead and fold this up like that, folding it up. I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to snap them into place. 1, 2, put the top on. Like that. Like that. Like this. See that? Then you got to do the other side. So, and sometimes you have to help it out. What I mean by help it out is you put your fingernail in there like that, or your thumbnail, and just like help out the flange, go into the positive and negative. There you go. And there's your little mini car body right there. That's the body. And now because you lined up these holes, this should slide right in like this. It should fit right to the other side. And you want to go through far enough so where both sides are even. So you want to have a smooth shaft here and you want to have a smooth shaft there, because when you make your wheels, you'll see that they'll roll smoothly on them. I'll do this to the other side now. I'll put my multi-axle in here. This is a number 5 multi-axle. They're called number 5s because they have on them 5 of the keys, okay? We also have number 2 axles, which have 2 keys, and we have number 7 axles, which have 7 keys. So now we're going to make, now we got this done, put it aside. And now we're going to get 4 wheels, and we're going to get 4 trigons. Put the trigons in the wheels. Best way to put a trigon on a wheel is do 1, and it's good. You don't smush them in, but just like I almost pull them in. I put it like this, and I guess kind of snap it in like that, and then I come down and rotate and just hinge it on in. So make sure they're lined up like that, and then I help it in like that. 3 and 4. Satisfying. Okay, now I go ahead and I slide the wheel and I line up the keyhole here with the axle. When they're lined up, they should go right in and spin nice and smoothly. So, okay, line them up. Don't force them. Make sure they're lined up and should snap right into place. And that's how you make a mini car. Now, I promise you I was going to make a couple variations for you. So the first variation I'm going to make is, I love this guy. Hey, it's Mike. If you like this video, please, down below, like us and subscribe. And when you're done, check out the links below and also go to our website and subscribe, because we send you beautiful emails on more ideas on how to build and also cool ideas about science and technology and some news that you might not know about. So please check it out, and thank you for being part of our family. So this is like a little, I don't know what you call this. I'll call it a roadster. Okay, it's more set back than the mini car. It's made with the same amount of parts as the mini car. Okay, and I just think it's awesome. So this one's using the neon green pattern with the black. So I'm going to go ahead and get those blocks, and we'll get started on that. So we're going to need green, some black, four wheels, and we're going to need 20 trigons. So, and we'll need 2 axles. Okay, so now we have the parts. Let's move them over here, and let's get going. So we're going to have to, this is the design, okay? So it's got 3 on the bottom. It's got a front, it's got a hood, it's got a rear green, and then it's got black on top. I'll leave that here. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do 3 on the bottom, and then I'm going to put a row of green. Now remember, the wheels are such that there's going to be a wheel here, and here, and here, and here. Make sure the axles are going to line up. So I'm going to make these notches for the trigon facing out, all the same direction out. I'll show you what I mean by that. See how they're all facing out? The notch is out away from the center of the body. They're all facing the same direction. So when they come up, those axles, I'll show you, just like the first car, the axle should slide right through. Nice and even. If you don't do that, they're not lined up, they won't go through so nicely. Okay, I'll pull this out. I could keep it in, but I'm going to pull it out. And then I'm going to finish putting the, now the body is not the long hexagon, it's just a row here. So we'll put the row in. Other side. Tilt it up. Now, the back of the car, tilts back. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to tilt it back. So I need one more trigon. See that? I need one more trigon here so it'll tilt back. So I'll put a trigon here. Put it in, and a trigon here. Okay, and then the front, it's going to tilt down. So here we go. And the top, we have a black for the rear window. And I have a hood I have to put on still. I have to put the hood on. Okay, and then I have to put a windshield on here. I call it the windshield. And I'll put a trigon here for the side window here. And the side window here. And you can add a little, I have one extra trigon, so I'll put it right here. That's my body. And then I'm going to go ahead and slide my axles on. Oh, I see it now. I made a mistake here. Check this out. I put my trigon perfectly up here, but look what I did over here. I put a trigon. Oh, that's not a mistake. Wait, is it? No, it's not a mistake because I'm not going to put my wheel. Am I going to put my wheel there? Yeah, see, I made a mistake. So this guy here, I'm actually putting my wheels at the very end. So I'm going to go ahead. I made a mistake. So I'm going to put this so it faces up, like the one across from it, opposite it. The most typical mistake, I did it wrong again. The most typical mistake to make is to not line those trigons up. So I'm glad I kind of made a mistake for you because it's really easy to do. It's the problem with the trigons is they only get, squares have lots of notches. The trigons only have one, so you only have one to play with. Axles in. Let's see if I made a mistake on this side. No, this one's right. On the back, it's okay. So I'm going to put the axle in the back. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and make my wheels. 4 more trigons. Remember how you put the wheels on. The trigons first snap in one hinge and then help it into the other ones. That's the easy. This is the hard way. To try to push it in. Yeah, that's the hard way. Unless you help it a little tiny bit. If you help it, it's easy. But if you don't help it, you got to smush it just through brute force. And it's not as good. Okay, so I put those wheels on. And now the fun part. Sliding the wheels on into place. Nice. You'll know if you did it wrong because it won't go around real nice. You want to be right in that shaft. So I had to move it a little bit so it would go. Because you can go like this. See this right here? It's not on all the way through. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not on all the way through. So when I put that on, it's not gonna have enough room to get onto the shaft. And it's not gonna want to turn. I have to push the axle a little bit farther in until it wants to go. Okay, so last one, and here we go. And hey, look at that. I've got 2 of them now. 2 is better than 1. I mean, I'd like to have 1 sports car, but it'd be cool to have 2 sports cars, right? So your buddy can get in one. You guys can like drive around. So that's how you do that one. And then we're gonna do this one here, which is really cool. It's like the truck. It's like the mini truck. Okay. And the mini truck is almost like the mini car, except it's longer on the bottom. It's 4 on the bottom instead of the mini car's 3 on the bottom. The mini car had 3 on the bottom. This has 4 on the bottom. So I'm but it's the same amount of blocks. Okay. So I'm gonna get my blocks over here. I'll make the bottoms gonna be 4, and then a row of trigons. Make sure you line them up so the wheels will line up. That's going to go out away from the body. So I'll make sure that this one goes out away from the body. Out away from the body. And out away from the body. these should line up now because that's where my wheels are going to go. Yep. So now I'll go ahead and finish putting the trigons on. I always do one at a time and then smush it over. I never do two at a time because two at a time is just hard. You could do it, but it's like, it's not as fun. This is satisfying. Because these are hinges. Lux Blox use hinges. And hinges are fun when you use the hinge, let it slide down. Let the joint, these are revolute joints, like you're in your knees and elbows. They want to bend nicely like that, see? And they go right into place. Okay, once we have that, we can put the front and the back of the truck on, which are green blocks, green squares. So I'll put the front on, the front here, all right? And we'll put the back on. And the cab is a white square here. A trigon here, like the window is here, another window goes here, and then one more white square will go, once you connect these, that's kind of cool too, with just open like that, like a cockpit, but we'll put one here too. Now I'll go ahead and put the axles on. Make sure they're nice and lined up. A check, a double check, double check. Front. I check and I double check to make sure they're nice and even. Then I get 4 wheels. Yeah, 4 wheels. Trigons are already in them. I'm going to go ahead and put those on. Wheel here. Because I checked, they're going to go nice and smoothly. Right? I love this one. This one's my favorite, I think. So you can make please, if you share with me a different kind of vehicle you make with your mini car and send me your video and send me your information, I might send you something fun because I love innovators. I love when Lux Blox kids and adults innovate and show us new things. We reward them generously because we love it, because that's the whole point of our business, is to make you guys into innovators, make you guys into inventors that could do things that could make our world a better place and maybe even save the world.